The noise that we thought couldn't possibly be louder turned into a nuclear explosion. Indeed, precisely. Following weeks of speculations, memes, and leaked recordings that rocked society, Jim Jones just went beyond what anybody could have predicted. Disregard the pain. Disregard the tirades. This time, he brought receipts, certain documentation, including emails, screenshots, and behind-the-scenes footage that specifically targeted Chrissy's husband. The guy the world has been infatuated with since that wedding scandal was never supposed to be viewed. According to insiders, a secret that might completely change everything is hinted at in these receipts. It's the final straw, according to blogs. Real-time Twitter detectives are at work. A post went viral. Jim was not bitter. He was warning us. Are more questions than ever before? In actuality, who is Chrissy's husband? What has he been keeping hidden? Why does Jim think the final stage is to expose this truth? Careers, friendships, and even Chrissy's marriage were on the line. However, Chrissy's hubby is not the only one involved. The receipts show a betrayal that drags Chrissy herself and is more extensive and ruthless than fans had anticipated. Love isn't the issue. The receipts demonstrate that power is everything. When the receipts started to show up online, everything changed. A disorganized audio leak turned into a cultural revolution. The fuzzy, unrealistic images gave way to clearer ones. Jim Jones wasn't only shouting. He had proof to unload names. Dates and phone numbers connected Chrissy's spouse to strange behavior. Twitter detectives found bustling streets, foaming blogs, and blood. It began when a series of emails between Chrissy's husband and an Atlanta promoter were posted anonymously on a gossip website. Initially harmless, the subtitles disclosed hidden money transfers, unrecorded transactions, and one line that went viral online: "Keep Jimmy in the dark." Fans went berserk. Did the audio leak hint at this betrayal? Globally popular hashtags were #ReceiptGate and #Jimmy was correct. While Jim and Chrissy were still dating, fans made chronologies, marked dates, and put together burner accounts and aliases, possibly illegal activities. Now, authority, loyalty, and trust were more important than love in this agony. Emails weren't the only discovery, though. Jim stormed off stage as her husband smiled with his arms folded, according to grainy backstage video from Chrissy's wedding. Reveal: fans sensed his pride and confidence rather than his nervousness. TikTok became viral. The remark that read, "This wasn't heartbreak." Jim fueled the flames by sharing a screenshot on Instagram along with the 3 words, "Proof of the receipts." Supporters made guesses about what more he could have. The producers rushed. Concerned about credibility and viewership, VH1 executives discussed whether to broadcast or censor the clip. For 48 hours, Chrissy was silent. Nothing, no posts, no captions. The quiet was quite telling. Was she concealing information, repairing harm, or allowing debate to rage? Resurfaced footage from Love and Hip Hop showed Jim accuse Chrissy of lying. Using the receipts, fans put them together, presenting her spouse as a menacing figure. Celebrities like 50 Cent, Cardi B, and Remy Ma added fuel to the fires with their comments. The revelation came from a production worker who said Jim had films of Chrissy's husband in situations that made the receipts appear innocuous. If these go down, it won't just be Chrissy's marriage, they said. The internet turned into a combat zone. There was a lot of conjecture about betrayals, commercial transactions, and other things. Power and prestige were more important than pain. "Don't play with me," said Jim, pacing and speaking in a rough voice. "I have documents. Respect is no longer relevant." Comments were bombarded by fans. A blurry club film from years ago that showed Chrissy's husband with Jim's group was one of the subsequent releases. The footage was stitched using Jim's previous audio of him circling and waiting for someone to slip. Supporters realized that he had been planning and wasn't fresh. 15 years in the making, tweets referred to it as betrayal. Celebrities have their say. Funk flex. I've never seen such a backdoor play. Been in the shadows since day one, said Cardi B. Don't let your plan B become your plan A if it disrespects the man who provided for you, said Remy Ma. Chrissy's hubby went live, hesitant and defensive. I'm here. She liked calm over chaos. I'm not at fault. Supporters questioned him. Life ended suddenly. Jim baited with a mysterious story, a folder emoji and a clock. Social media was overrun with memes. VH1 producers were in a frenzy. Shall they film a meeting with Chrissy, Jim, and her husband? Emails that were leaked revealed discussion. This was no longer a plot. It was real and dangerous. There were rumors that Jim and Chrissy's spouse had had covert meetings at work gatherings. The drama had gone beyond internet feuds, as fans realized. Jim still used the files as leverage. Whiskey laptop, text message. Decide if y'all really want me to open this, according to one Instagram story. The fans went crazy. It was the perfect cliffhanger. What did that laptop contain? Agreements? Videos? Something darker. The bomb was expected by the culture. Jim's Instagram showed shaky screenshots of emails, bank transactions, and contracts. This has nothing to do with sadness. The caption reads, "It is related to betrayal." Instantly popular hashtags were #ReceiptGate, #JimFiles, and #ChrisYSSpouse. Long-term leaks revealed signed contracts connected to Jim's relationships, which suggested fraud and deceit. Fans went crazy when they realized that Chrissy's hubby was plotting to usurp the kingdom, not merely circle her. He was portrayed as the antagonist on the internet. Jim persisted in providing proof every few hours, including voicemails, messages, and tidbits linking Chrissy's husband to dubious activities. "Married to a man, not a rumor," was the final post made by Chrissy. It was rejected by fans who said, "The receipts aren't rumors." From day one, you could see he was circling. Online, her husband stumbled. His voice cracked, his eyes darted, and his live stream terminated. Jim made a profit. After the major disclosures, Jim went online for the first time at last. Raw, pacing voice. "You thought I was bitter. No. She is being used by a serpent to get close to me while pretending I won't notice. There is more to him than secrets. He's a secret. When I reveal the rest, you'll realize what I've been concealing." Live finished. The culture sprang forth. The last drop was sought by fans. Memes abound on timelines. Celebrities kept fueling the flames. Jim had more than just receipts in his vault. The entire reputation of Chrissy's spouse was criticized. A career might be lost with a single click of the laptop's doomsday button. Fans were impatient. Every time Jim pushed play again, the internet would blow up. The globe would take sides, and timelines would be overflowing with hashtags. Choose now. Either Jim, the wounded king with the receipts, or Chrissy, quietly holding her marriage. Stay tuned and subscribe. The next leak will happen quickly, forcefully, and unexpectedly. When the laptop opens, it might ignite the whole kingdom. Continue to observe.